Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Well, we can second guess ourselves as conservatives. Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. KJRadio.com. Glad you guys are here. When I say second guess, I'm saying if something doesn't go the way that we plan, like the PA 18 election or whatever it may be, we've lost a couple of elections. I think one in Wisconsin. I don't even remember where. Do I appear worried? You know, when people were worried about Donald Trump. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It's all God's plan. But and I jokingly tell people, why would I worry? I got attorneys. I pay for that. But the fact of the matter is there's no need for you to worry. Number one, you can't control it. You know, it is all God's plan. But the bigger issue is, when do you trust yourself? As I say, you know, when I train kids and train my own kids, trust the training. What has the message of conservatism, has it thawed? Has it waned? What is the situation? The only people who shouldn't be trusting themselves are the leftists. They have no idea what shoe's going to fall next on them. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to be reasonable. They don't want to be logical. It's all emotion, and their emotion is all caught up in lies, and it's caught up in lies that they know about. Do you think the average leftist, seriously, I mean, as warped as their minds are, do you think that they don't understand how bad Barack Obama really was? Seriously. Do you think that they do not understand how bad Hillary Clinton would have been? We don't even need to go after Hillary. She's good enough at doing it herself. She kicks her own butt. We don't need to tell them anything. They know all of this. Worse than that, you want to know what they really know? They know that they have many, many more things looming that are out there that are going to come to light. Let me ask you, are you concerned that there's going to be some revelation about Donald Trump that you're going to, oh my God, are you in fear of any of that? Because I'm not. There's nothing inside of me that goes, oh my gosh, I wonder if he's going to be okay. I wonder if, we're going to be in trouble over this. Is there something Donald Trump has done? Are there going to be more women out of the woodwork? Let me tell you, the left under Bill Clinton were so concerned. They were terribly concerned about what was going to come out. With Barack Obama, they were terribly concerned about what was going to leak out about him. Can you imagine the amount of money and orchestration it took to keep the lid on Bill Clinton shenanigans and Barack Obama's, quote, scandalous-free administration? If you had a tiny fraction of that money, you'd be one of the richest people in the world. Whoa. What did Kevin Jackson just say? Glad you guys are here. KJRadio.com, 844-551-8255. I talked earlier about the psychology of leftism. The psychology of leftism is very simple. Learn nothing. Only rely on what you've been taught. Only stay in the cocoon of ignorance, the conveyor belt of stupidity, and that's it. If somebody gives you something that's reasonable, that challenges your sensibilities, call them a racist, call them a name. Make sure they are labeled something so you can go home and sleep good at night. No willingness to learn, which is why they don't grow. Leftists are worse than children. I'm talking about the terrible twos. They throw tantrums, and you look at them and you go, you're an adult or a young adult. Why are you not understanding this? They're idiots. They've learned nothing. They're developmentally stunted. Probably, I'd say, around the age of 5. And I'm giving them credit. See, you have a willingness to learn. You're fascinated by people because you understand that when you engage with somebody, it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to expand your mind. It's an opportunity to go, whoa, that's an interesting concept. I will tell you, one of the most amazing, there's two things that you'll find very amazing. One, when you talk to somebody and they get knowledge from you. That's such an empowering feeling when somebody says, wow, Kevin, I would have never thought of that. That is so cool. That's a great feeling. And it works on the other side. When somebody says something, you're like, now that's an interesting concept. Both of those are refreshing. It's rare that in the yin and yang of life that both sides can feel so good. It's an identical feeling, the yin and yang of learning or teaching. It's a yin and yang. I'll tell you, when I was taking piano lessons, I'm paying this guy, and I wanted to learn jazz, and which is kind of an interesting subject in and of itself, because nothing really, you can break a lot of rules in jazz. So I'm playing I tell my piano teacher, I'm like, okay, here's what I want to do. And so he starts playing, and it's really cool. He's got these real smooth jazz chords. And I'm writing notes and trying to figure out, and I say, okay, let me play it. And I play it, but I play it wrong. And you know what he does? He goes, whoa, do that again. Do that again. And I go, do what? He goes, do that again. So I play it, and it's wrong from the way he taught me. And he's looking at it, he goes, oh my gosh. He's like, man, I love the way that formed. And he stops and he's taking notes. And he pulls out his notebook and starts writing down what I did. Now here's the guy who's teaching me. And I do it, quote, wrong. And he goes, that's a cool sound. And I'm like, what? I taught you something? How much of a rebate do I get off of my lesson? That's the beauty of it. Both of us were empowered. I'm learning from him, and then he stops and goes, whoa, wait a minute. You innovated something that I just taught you. But see, leftism doesn't work that way. Leftists don't have a willingness to learn. They are not fascinated with the learning process. And I equate it, we see them, they do stupid things. We look at them, we go, do you understand that protecting illegals over your citizens in the real world is considered stupid? Governor Jerry Clown says, I don't understand what you're saying, Kevin Jackson. We're a sanctuary state and we protect illegals in this state. Yeah, but how do you handle citizens? I'm just curious. No partisanship here. Where does the life of the citizen fit in with your protection of illegal? Well, that's a whole other issue, Kevin. So what? This guy killed Kate Steinle. He needs to be protected. Protected from whom? The Steinle family? The federal? What? Who should he be protected from? From his own country? By the way, who probably misses him. I bet there are people there that wonder what's going on with him. And is there something they can do to help him? Or is he going to send money or what? I don't know. A lot to talk about.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.